స్పర్శతో నన్ను దీవించుము దేవాని స్పర్శతో నన్ను తాకుము.
Today, let us reflect upon JPIC, a message of justice, peace, and care for creation, inspired by Pope Francis. Dear brothers and sisters, today I would like to reflect with you on something very close to the heart of the Church and central to the mission of every Christian: justice, peace, and integrity of creation, what we call in short JPIC. In his teachings, Pope Francis constantly reminds us that these are not just words of ideals but urgent calls to action. He says, we are not faced with two separate crises, one environmental and the other social, but rather one complex crisis which is both social and environmental. That is from his powerful Encyclical Laudato Si. Let us begin with justice. Justice means giving each person what is due to them, not just in law but in love. It means ensuring the poor and not forgotten, that the rights of every person, especially the marginalized, are respected. Pope Francis tells us, a just society is one that recognizes the dignity of every human person. As followers of Christ, we are called to defend life from the womb of the tomb, to lift up the oppressed, and to speak for those who have no voice. Second, we consider peace. Peace is not simply the absence of war. True peace is rooted in mercy, dialogue, and reconciliation. In his world day of building a culture of care as a path of peace, we must be peacemakers in our families, communities, and the world. This means forgiving others, rejecting violence, and working for the common good. Lastly, the integrity of creation reminds us that the earth is not ours to exploit, but God's gift to protect. Pope Francis has awakened many hearts with his cry of ecological and conversion. He asks us to hear both the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. The way we treat nature reflects how we treat each other. Climate changes, pollution, and environmental destruction are not just scientific issues, they are deeply more moral ones. So, what does JPIC mean for us practically? It means living simply so others may simply live. It means choosing love over greed, peace over conflict, and stewardship over consumption. It means acting in small ways that make a big difference: recycling, conserving water, supporting fair trade, standing up for human rights. But more than anything, JPIC is about conversion, a conversion of heart. It calls us to look at the world with the eyes of Jesus, who reached out to the leper, the sinner, the poor, and who walked gently on the earth. Pope Francis says, let us be protectors of creation, protectors of God's plan inscribed in nature, protectors of one another and of the environment. This is our mission, not just for the Church, not just for the Pope, but for every one of us. Let us commit ourselves anew to the work of justice, the path of peace, and the care of our common home. May God bless us all, and may we go forth as true disciples of JPIC, that means justice, peace, integrity, care for the earth, changing the world one small act of love at a time. So let us reflect on JPIC. Let us question ourselves. How am I living in the presence of God? Am I caring the poor? Am I caring the earth, the environment, the surroundings? As a person, as a human, do I live my life according to the will of God? As a human, I was born. I am living on this earth. For this earth am I giving the respect? The earth, where am I standing? What am I doing? Can I pause a while and reflect for the creation of God, the wonders of life, the trees, the plants, the stones, the hills, the birds that is existing on this earth? Am I responsible for all this? Let us reflect a while and ask God's blessings for the good of us and for the good of others to live ourselves in peace, justice, the act of love that we are having in our hearts and spreading the act of love towards the other. So let us reflect upon, question ourselves, protect the earth, love the poor, be a human in our own dignified life. The years that we have crossed and passed with the assistance and guidance of the God's creation on this earth, as we cross and pass with the reflections of our Pope Francis, the 10 years of Laudato Si, as we celebrate this week on this earth. Let us be a pilgrimages of hope for all the humans, for the poor, especially the marginalized, untrodden, downtrodden, not recognized on this human earth as humans that we follow according to God's creation. May we live, may we pass, may we follow the guidance of the Holy Spirit that Jesus has taught us and the Pope Francis has passed on us as we live and relive our lives the 10 years of Encyclical Year of Laudato Si. Let us welcome and follow the Good Shepherd of 14th Pope Leo that has crossing and passed and wishing us to live.